It's battle of the supermarket own brand lagers. Which one am I going to rank the highest? Bring on the beers. Like in the previous videos, I'm going to be blind taste testing all of these beers, and I'm going to be ranking them from 1 to 10 in the order of my preference of what I prefer. We have represented in this Aldi, Asda, Lidl, M&S, Morrisons, Sainsbury's and Tesco's. We do not have the beers that are brand rip-offs, i.e. Aldi has loads of Kronenberg copycats and Foster copycats. I'm not doing those. These are just their own brand lagers that aren't trying to be anything else, just their own lager. Also, I'm not doing any of the beers that are low ABV lagers. So you've got Tesco, Sainsbury's and Morrisons that have like a 2.8% lager. Not doing that. So these ones are sessionable to premium lagers, ranging from I think 3.5% up to 5%. And I'm going to now jump into the taste test. My lovely lady is going to mix these up and I'm going to jump in. My lovely assistant has once again randomly poured and set these beers up. I do not know which is which. And once again, I'm staring at a table full of pale liquid. Surprisingly, I do see a little bit of colour difference on some of these. Some of these look very pale, like H and J here. I is looking darker compared to them. But all I can do is delve in. One difference this time that I may have not mentioned, I don't think I mentioned in the lead up, is that I'm not going to try and guess what they are because I haven't had these beers really before. So how am I going to guess? So I'm instead just going to be ranking. And then we'll see at the end what I think is the best beer, and we'll see also what the price is per can, what works out cheaper or better in the ranking. So this is a light carbonation. The missus did say some of these were very active and some of them not so active. And I can see the ones that are very active because they've got the foam coming up all over the edges and they've built up a bit of extra foam on the edge there. Now, does that mean it's cheaper or not? I don't know. This has a steady rising carbonation. It smells like lager, or tinny lager as well. Immediately I'm going to say it's not bad, but it's the first drink. Surprisingly, normally the first one is just terrible. That is, it's malty. I can taste malt and the tin flavour isn't overpowering. Oh, let's go on to B. That is different, more pilsnery. Some of these are pilsners, but they're lagers. Oh, that is nicer than the one before. Looking for the number 4. That is actually nicer than the first one. This is strange. when I've done the mainstream lagers, the first one, link up above, it wasn't tasting this good 2 beers in. This is tasting much better. Surprised. All right, on to C. Good carbonation still. Nothing on the nose. I'm going for a palate cleanser quickly. Nothing on the nose. Bit of malt maybe, and then nothing. Nothing on the taste at all. Inoffensive. It depends if some of the other ones are very tinny and skunked, but I'm going to actually put that down at 8 for the moment. That's down low only because there's nothing to it. Let's go to D. This is one of the active ones with a lot of foam all over. Nothing on the nose again. Ooh, but tastes nice and sweet. The question I find myself being asked now is it too sweet to enjoy? Would you be able to drink a whole can of that compared to this? Still think that's cleaner. I'm moving that up to 5, and this is coming down to 6. But it may all change down this end here. All right, on to E. Nice small bubbles of carbonation, nice and clear. Again, not really anything on the nose there. Nothing. I mean, I know I said that one didn't have much flavour, but tastes better than that. I mean, this one tastes better than that one. That one's currently no flavour down at the bottom. I've got a feeling all of these are going to have to be moved up. We've got to have something that tastes very tinny, like some of the mainstream lagers that I've had. Right, halfway mark reached. Again, nice stream of bubbles on this nucleated glasses that I've got here. Slight sweetness, which is what I think I'm looking for. I'm looking for a little sweetness. That's the sweetness of the malts compared to just nothingness coming through. You don't want to be drinking nothingness. I'm going to put this in. That's going into 6. This is going into 7th. As I say, I think we're going to end up having to move all these because I've only got 1, 2, 3 and 10 left. Don't forget, some of these, they vary in strength, so 3.8 to 5%. All right, this one. Nothing on the nose. They taste the same. Not quite the same. All right, I think I know what I'm going to need to do now. Ooh, it's like a bit of soapy tasting now suddenly. Oh dear. Don't know which one left that. Let's retry this. All right, I'm gonna. think that one's got a bit of a soapy taste after. I think I'm going to move these. I can't tell if it's just my taste buds going. If it is this one that's soapy, then it's going to drop to 10 at the end. Oh, 1, 2 and 3 left. Bloody hell, I'm holding out hope, aren't I, here? Now this one is very pale compared to all the other ones we've had going, and it was very active in the head. Same with the last one here, which was very active and pale. Wonder if there's a link between them. A bit of fruit. Not much on nose. That's quite, oh dear. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go down the line again at some stage. So I am putting that into 5. That means that's becoming 4 and this is becoming 3. But it all can still change and I will go down the line again afterwards. So back to darker, quite, well, head's lacing is there a bit on the side. Nothing on the nose again. Wow. I'm just getting like cereal tastes with that. Yeah, we're gonna have to just move everything quickly along. This is fun, isn't it? I do think I'm gonna have to properly compare when going back up the line now, because some of these at the top might need changing again. And then the last one, this is pale, very active. No. Oh, I was hoping it would be like that one. Oh no, that is. Oh, I'm not sure why I went back in for another one. Oh dear. All right. That's very metallic. I think that's going to be my 10. And I'm going to have to move everything to renumber them based on the number changes I just made there. And I'll organise them 1 to 10. So I'll see you in a second. All right, I'm going to go back down the line now and taste from 10 to 1 and see what other changes are needed. And then that'll be my final decision, and then we'll do the reveal. So let's start with number 10, which I thought was a bit metallic-y, but I have a quick palette cleanser and go on. Still a no from me, but how's it compared to 9? Oh, leaves a horrible aftertaste, that one does. Yeah, that's better than that. No question about it. Let's go to number 8. They're very similar. They're tied for 8 at that one stage. That's sweeter and tastes better than that. Just gonna have a palate cleanser quickly, just check that wasn't the sweetness still coming through from the other one. You don't want too much sweetness, but the sweetness is nice in there. Again, they're very similar. So these two are very similar, these two are very similar. Wonder if we've got some from the same brewery. Got to double check that. Right, number 5. That's similar to them too. Okay, this isn't going well, is it, at this stage? Trying to separate them. I think this is going to drop down to 7. Yeah, F is going to be dropping down to 7. All right, let's try 3. I really like that one. This one might move up to the top. That is really nice. All right, number 2. All right, they're going to swap, but let's see with number 1. Palette cleanser quickly. All right, let's see number 1. Strangely, 1 to 4. I think 1 is dropping all the way down to 7 now. Or 6, sorry, I should say. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's 1, that's 2. That's quite a big drop, that. It's just... that is nothing compared to this one. Admittedly, I am actually going quite a lot off the sweetness. The sweetness of the malts is making these more enjoyable, whereas this, there's not much sweetness to it, but there's not much else otherwise, so it leads to a lot of the tin. Now, the sweetness could mean they're all the cheap beers because they're just making them sweet rather than clean. But this is what I've chosen. Right, let's take a cut and see the final lineup. Well, here we are with the final lineup. Let's just dive straight into it and see what we have where. So coming in at number 9, I have said it's the Tesco's Lager. So this is the Ashfield Lager, which comes in at 3.8%, that I'm saying comes in 9th place. In 8th place, we have M&S British Lager. Ooh. And that is, I know it's here somewhere. There we go. M&S British Lager coming in at 8th place. Right, number 7, we have Sainsbury's Lager. So this is the Sainsbury's Crown non-premium, so the original lager. Just looking to see where it is. Crown Original, which is 4%. This one was 5%. Right, next coming in at number 6 was the Asda Pilsner, which I have just over here. This is 5%. Coming in with a 500ml can as well. In 5th place, we have Morrisons Lager. Again, this is their basic lager, so 3.5% Continental Lager. Sainsbury's and Sainsbury's and Morrisons both have a premium one, which is still in the running, along with Aldi and Lidl's beers, and we have one more M&S beer in the running. So jumping into the top 4. So number 4 is the Sainsbury's Premium Lager. So I've said the Premium Crown, which is 4.8%, is 4th place. In 3rd place, we have the Morrisons Premium Lager. So it's definitely seeming that the premium, again it's 4.8%, but it's seeming the premium is ranking above the basics, which is interesting to see. And with M&S, it'll be interesting to see if their Belgian lager is above the British lager, meaning probably I'm just preferring Belgian styles. In 2nd place, we have the Lidl Lager Excelsior, which is 4% in a 500ml can. We are now left with a choice. In first place is either Aldi with the Rheinbacher Pilsner, which is a 4.5% 500ml can, or we have I've got the wrong one down, haven't I? I'm being silly. The British Lager's this one. Excuse me. So British Lager's 4%, sorry. Or we have the Belgian Lager 5% from M&S. So these are the two that are competing. In first place, we have the M&S Belgian Lager. Well, there we go. And a Rheinbacher Pils, I've ranked as last because it's metallic in my eyes, very metallic tasting. Well, that is interesting. That is interesting for a few reasons. It's interesting because Lidl's up quite high, and I was expecting the Pilsner to be higher than the Lager, so that's interesting. And also, you've got the premium ones higher than the non-premium ones, and the Belgium higher than the British based. I'm quickly gonna just get my phone a second because I want to check something on this. And I just want to run through in a sense of what we're looking at on pricing. So in first place, we have the Belgian Lager, which is £5 for a 4-pack, so £1.50 a can, and you're getting 5%. Lidl Excelsior Lager is 4%, and it's a 4-pack, but £2.39. So that's 59, well, 60p roughly, 59 3/4 of a penny. There we go. The Morrisons Export Lager is £3.30 for this 4.8% can, and it's 82.5p. And then we've got the premium Crown Lager from Sainsbury's, which is 4.8%, £3.50, so 87.5p. Then we've got the standard Continental Lager from Morrisons at 3.5%. And that comes in at £2.25, so just over 56p a can. You have the Pilsner from Asda, which is £3.34, strange price for a 4-pack again, so 83p roughly for a can. You have the Crown Lager from Sainsbury's, which is £3 for a 4-pack, 4%, and that's 75p a can. Then you have your quite expensive British Lager from M&S, which is coming in at £4.50, so £1.12p a can, and it's down this low. Then you've got the Ashfield Lager, which is from Tesco's. It's 3.8%, £2.25 for a 4-pack, so 56p. And lastly, we have Aldi with the Rheinbacher, which I've got down as costing £2.99 for a 4-pack, so 74p. That's quite interesting to see that price-wise, I've ranked this higher, and it's the most expensive out of the list. Quite interesting. But then we've got the Lidl ones, which are actually cheaper than these ones, and they're all very close. I did say some of these were quite close actually in ranking and price and taste, but this one did stand out for me. It was paler. I wasn't actually expecting much from it because I thought this may be one of the like 3.8% ones, but it's just got a lot more flavour. It is just a lovely Belgian lager. That is miles better than the beers that I had. Actually, to be fair, most of these are miles better than those mainstream lagers that I had. And price-wise, I think they're competitive. I know you could probably buy the 12 and 24 packs of those mainstream lagers from Carlsberg and the likes, but these are good for their price. Just try Lidl again. Very nice, very clean. It's again got a nice malt sweetness. The Morrisons Export. Oh, that's nice. I'm impressed. I am impressed. I was not expecting much from this. And to be fair, in my eyes, I've only had a few duds, which is probably these three. I didn't think much of them at all. These three here, no. These, all much better than the mainstream lagers that I had. I'm totally surprised. I am totally surprised. Well, that's it for another episode, and let me know what you think. If you've had any of these, if you think any are relevant or worthwhile. And here's a little sneak peek at the next episode. I'm going to be ranking some craft lagers. That very much tastes like quite a lot of the mainstream lagers that are available in the UK. Oh, a lot more carbonation. A bit of a metallic taste actually. But what the hell is it?